Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dominic, CEO and financial advisor here at Cameron James. If you are new to the channel, click subscribe below. We're on a journey at the moment to reach 1,000 subscribers. I'm so happy for you to be part of that. Okay, so today we're going to be discussing final salary pension transfers for US residents, my top 5 tips. Okay, so I've been transferring pensions for over 10 years now, and the US has become one of our biggest markets. So I want to help people in the US understand what to look out for and how to help them do an efficient as possible process for their final salary pension scheme. So my number one tip will always be to work with an SEC regulated financial advisor and financial advisory firm. What this means is, yes, you need to have FCA sign off on your report, but you need to ensure that you are working with someone who is locally regulated in your state and in your country. Now, just a caveat here, I've never had a client make a complaint in any of the firms I've worked in, but it's nice to have that reassurance of knowing if something went wrong in America and you were unhappy, you could complain on the ground in America to the SEC, and you could say, I was ripped off, or I had bad advice, or this advisor lied to me, or hid information, or did whatever they did that you're upset about. So that's the most important thing. Ensure that your financial advisory firm is regulated by the SEC. You'll be able to tell this because it should be on their documentation. It should be at the bottom of their website. You should be able to see the link that you can click, and you can go and see that financial advisory firm's name on the SEC register. So number one, SEC, that's an absolute no-brainer, has to be. Number two, you have to work with an FCA regulated financial advisor. As you all know, for your final salary pension transfer, taking advice from an FCA regulated financial advisor is 100% required in order to even complete the transfer of safeguarded benefits if they are above £30,000. However, even if you're not transferring a final salary pension scheme, if you're a British national or you reside in the UK, it's anything to do with a UK pension transfer, you should still work with an FCA regulated financial advisor. A financial advisory firm who is SEC and FCA regulated has got you completely covered on both bases. If you were to have any type of trouble, you can easily make a claim for compensation to both countries on an easy basis. This also goes to show you that your financial advisory firm is not fly by night. They're investing substantially in their licensing and in their regulations, which is a very good sign and shows that obviously they're intending to be in the market for a long period of time. My third tip would always be make sure you do thorough due diligence. This doesn't just mean listening to your financial advisor and everything he says sounds great, let's go ahead with it. Some clients do that. I would say do a deep dive on them. And also, it doesn't have to be secretive. Ask them. Have an open conversation in your first meeting. What's your background? Where are you from? What did you study? What's your education? What qualifications do you have? Who are your existing clients? How many pension transfers have you done before? Have you ever worked with this scheme before? You should be able to get a good feeling of that financial advisor. In my experience, the majority of people in America who have final salary schemes, they may have moved to America 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, but whatever scheme they had in the UK means they probably had a pretty good job, which means they're pretty good at doing analysis and they're kind of smart. So normally you can work out for yourself from the due diligence if you feel like someone is suitable to work with or not. The fourth point from mine would always be to ask your financial advisor for testimonials. Say to them, what clients have you worked with before? Do you have any clients living in New York? Do you have any clients living in Miami? Do you have any clients living in San Francisco? Do you have any clients living in my state? Do you have anyone that you've done a pension transfer with in my company in America? Do you have anyone in my pension scheme in the UK that you've done a pension transfer with? At Cameron James, this is something we're very strong on. In all of our initial consultations with our clients, we say to them, we ask them to tick a box which says, would you like to reach out to any of our existing clients who've already been through the final salary process with us? We find this is extremely valuable for you because it allows you to check, first of all, what was the initial process like? Did we get it done? Was it fast? How did it go? Was it smooth? But more importantly, what happens after that? Okay, you paid your advice fee on the way in, but then you have an ongoing advice fee of 1% per annum. What are you getting in return for that? What have the returns been? I mean, a client might not want to necessarily discuss their returns with you, but I'm sure they'll be happy to say, I've been very happy with the returns that I've had. So that's really important. Do your due diligence. And I would say that the only caveat to that is, if you do end up becoming a client, we may well ask you to field a couple of calls from new prospective clients every now and then. But I feel that most expats in the US, they actually enjoy it. a lot of my clients, they're sort of middle-aged or whatever, heading towards retirement. They quite like touching base with someone new, an English person, possibly living in their city, who's going through the same torturous process that they went through in terms of a final salary pension transfer. When you do 3, 6, 9 months worth of research, you go through all the horrible financial advisors until you find someone that you trust. That's valuable, and if you can pass it on to someone else, then it's extremely beneficial. So, and the final tip that I would say in terms of final salary pension transfers is to always make sure there's a other form of review process and testimonials from your financial advisory firm. So check out their Google reviews, and also look at things like how are they sought after in the industry. Do they do commentary for the Financial Times? Is there someone that you can speak with? Who's the CEO of the company? Who owns the company? Do all your background reading and due diligence. Don't just take what they give you as gospel. Read into it. If you see a review from someone and you want to try and reach out to that client, just ask the financial advisor, would it be possible to speak to John Smith? I see that he had a fantastic experience with you on Google reviews. Kind of points back to point 4 as well. So those would be my 5 top tips. It'd be really interesting from your perspective to let me know any of your top tips, what you've been through, and how you would advise other clients. So I hope this has been valuable for you, everyone on the other side of the pond. As mentioned, at Cameron James, the US has become our biggest market. At the time of recording, we have clients in 23 states now, which is exploding. Obviously, typically East Coast, West Coast, and then sort of down in the oil states as well. We're always looking to try and fill in the map with more and more states though. So we look forward to receiving your inquiry. And obviously, if you do have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Or if you'd like to speak with us, go over to our website. There's a full due diligence section. You can have a look, read all the type of things I've been mentioning today. Once you feel comfortable, book yourself in for a free initial consultation where we'll begin reviewing your situation, and we'll try to let you know at an early stage through a triage process whether we believe a financial transfer is in your interest or not for your final salary scheme, to try to avoid you spending too much time and energy if it's not suitable for you. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I look forward to your comments, and as always, stay safe in the US, and look forward to speaking with you very soon. Thank you and goodbye.